You just got home after hanging out with people you actually like. It was fun, nothing went wrong, nobody was annoying, and yet you walk through the door and all you want to do is lie face down on the floor in total silence. So why does that happen? Why does something you enjoyed leave you feeling like you just ran a marathon? Here's the short version. Your brain burns around 20% of your body's entire energy supply, even though it's only around 2% of your body weight. It's the most expensive organ you own. And talking to people, that's one of the most demanding things you can possibly ask it to do. Every single conversation is your brain quietly running a dozen programs at once. Reading facial expressions, predicting what the other person will say, picking your words, watching your tone, managing your own face so you look normal while you do all of it. That's not you being weak or antisocial. That's your brain doing heavy lifting, and then handing you the bill. It even has a name. It's called social fatigue. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why it hits you the way it does. Plus, the one specific type of conversation that drains you almost twice as fast as any other. And I promise, it's one you have all the time. Let's get into it. You've probably heard people talk about their social battery. It sounds like a cute metaphor. It's actually pretty close to what's really going on. Think about your phone. When you've got 12 apps open in the background, GPS, video, downloads, the battery drains fast, even if you're not touching it. Social interaction does the same thing to you. Because talking isn't just talking. Underneath every casual chat, your brain is doing this constant, invisible work. Did that land okay? Are they bored? Should I laugh here? Was that too much? You're not consciously thinking any of it, but the effort is real, and it adds up. This is called cognitive load, and social situations are absolutely packed with it. The more people in the room, the more signals to track. The louder it is, the harder your brain works just to filter. A one-on-one coffee is a light background app. A crowded party with 15 people you half know, that's every app open at max brightness. So when your battery hits zero, that's not laziness. That's your brain genuinely running low on fuel and asking for a recharge. But here's the part people get wrong. They think everyone's battery drains at the same speed. It doesn't. And why it's different for you comes down to one thing. Okay, so why can your friends bounce from brunch to a party to a late dinner and look energized by it, while you need a nap after brunch alone? One of the leading explanations comes down to how sensitive your brain is to stimulation. The idea goes like this. Extroverts tend to have a lower baseline level of internal stimulation, so they go looking for it. Other people, noise, novelty, it ups them up. Being around a crowd literally makes them feel more awake and alive. Introverts are running on a higher baseline to begin with, so all external stimulation isn't a top-up. It's more noise on top of an already busy system. It doesn't recharge them, it overloads them. And after a while, the system says enough. That's why the classic advice actually holds up. Extroverts recharge around people. Introverts recharge away from them. Alone, quiet, low input. Neither one is better. You're not broken and they're not shallow. You're just running on different hardware. And quick thing, this isn't all or nothing. Most people land somewhere in the middle. You might love deep talks with one close friend and get wiped out by a group of 5. That's completely normal. It's not about how much you like people. It's about how much your brain has to process to be around them. Which brings me to the thing I promised at the start. Not all conversations cost the same. Talking to a total stranger, weirdly, not that draining. You don't care what they think, so you're not monitoring yourself much. Talking to someone you're genuinely close to, also fine. You can just be, no performance required. The killer is the zone in between. Small talk with people you kind of know, the acquaintance, the coworker you're friendly with, but not friends with. The friend of a friend, the neighbor. Here's why it's so brutal. With those people, you care just enough to want to come across well, but not enough to relax. So you're on. You're managing your face, filtering what you say, keeping it upbeat, filling every silence so it doesn't get awkward. Psychologists call that kind of effort emotional labor, performing a feeling you might not actually feel. And you do it constantly, all day, little performances, back to back, each one quietly draining the battery you didn't know was running. That's the answer to the mystery. It's not the amount of talking that wrecks you, it's the amount of masking. The more you have to perform a version of yourself, the faster you burn out. Which is exactly why you can feel more exhausted after an hour of a polite small talk than a whole evening with your best friend. So what do you actually do about it? You don't have to become a hermit. You just have to spend the battery on purpose. A few things that genuinely help. 1. Schedule recovery. Don't wait for it. If you know Saturday's a big social day, book out Sunday morning as quiet time before you're fried. You budget your money. Budget your energy the same way. 2. Cut the masking where you can. You don't owe everyone the peppy, polished version of you. Letting a silence just sit there, instead of scrambling to fill it, saves a shocking amount of energy. Try it once. It feels illegal. It works. 3. Go for depth over width. One real conversation with someone you trust will drain you way less than an hour of surface level chit chat with 10 people. Quality is lighter than quantity here, not heavier. And 4. Stop apologizing for needing to recharge. Leaving the party early isn't rude, and it isn't a flaw. It's basic maintenance. You wouldn't run your phone to 0% every day and call it a personality problem. Same rule. So the next time you get home, shut the door and feel that wave of finally silence. You'll know it's not you being cold or boring or bad at people. It's just your brain, the most expensive thing you own, asking for a minute to recharge. And that's allowed. If this explains something you've felt your whole life but never had words for, that's literally what this channel is for. Subscribe to Nago Explains, and I'll see you in the next one.